two, one, go. Chad, enough is enough already. I mean, are you kidding? You get your little tithes every freaking week. Don't y'all have church on Sunday? Don't y'all have it on Wednesdays too? And y'all got some Bible study and you have people trying to worship the Lord. And now y'all asking for memberships? Alex, what you say? Now y'all asking for memberships? Why am I seeing this on my feed? Wait, first off, aren't y'all tax exempt? Y'all gonna make me start wrinkling right here. All right. So this is what I saw the other day. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. And it says Florida church requires monthly payments for memberships and sends collection notices if you do not pay. I have a video that I want us to go ahead and look at. And this got me. I mean, I'm just wondering. And we got all this other stuff. I guess I'm a little confused as to why y'all are tax exempt. If y'all are also getting into politics on a regular basis, why again are you tax exempt? But let's go ahead.
To be a member in good standing and have the right to vote, adults are to contribute the minimum amount of $50 per month.
It was from the church saying she was delinquent in her financial support.
People was very friendly there, and I really enjoyed being there.
Candace Peterson says finding the Greater Mount Moriah Primitive Baptist Church was a blessing. The single mother had been looking for a church closer to her new home, and 6 months in, things were going perfect. That is until this letter arrived at her home late last week.
To be a member in good standing and have the right to vote, adults are to contribute the minimum amount of $50 per month.
It was from the church saying she was delinquent in her financial support.
$50 per month. Now, this shocked me because I haven't heard about the $50 per month. So where did you get this from? Then Mount Moriah Day is on there, $150.
The letter also says Peterson would be responsible for a church anniversary fee of $250, a total of $1,000.
Y'all, what are we doing? I have no skin in the game because I don't go to church. And yes, I did go back in the day one time for the one time, a few times for a few times. And I was like, no. I'm seeing too many hypocrites. I'm seeing threesomes go on. I'm seeing all this mess. I see people got babies out of wedlock. I see all of this. I said, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Somebody lying. Y'all can't all tell me that y'all all preaching and learning the Lord. And y'all out here got babies out of wedlock. Y'all are not married. Y'all over here having threesomes. Y'all got PDF files up there on the stage. I said, what? I even went to the whole Bible study and all that kind of stuff. And I'm reading it. I said, this don't make sense. I said, well, how does this equal this? We're talking about some dude who he had like 1,000 pounds on each leg of weights or something. I said, this don't make sense. And then I read another. I said, this says slavery is okay. I said, am I confused? Oh, well, I mean, that's the way you interpreted it, but we got to interpret it differently. When J.K. Rowling went and said Harry had black hair and round glasses, he had black hair and round glasses. Well, you can interpret it that way, but he's really a blonde with blue eyes and he has square glasses. I'm reading what's on the page. Okay, that's just how my mind works. Whatever's on the page is what I see. All right, so I thought that was quite interesting. I'm like, and then now you're over here charging people $50 a month. How much is that? You got $50 minimum per month times 12. That's $600. What if I only have $5 that month to give for the little tithe? Oh, that ain't enough. You broke. So I gotta give $50 on top of other dues. And we're gonna go ahead and read this little piece. $50 on top of other little dues, and then I gotta give you tithes. What am I getting? Am I getting a gold seat in heaven now? I mean, how does this work really? Am I getting like a gold seat or something? Is it like, am I now having people like put some gold diamond shoes on me? I guess I'm not really understanding. What's the message of your church? But let's go ahead and read this. It says Florida church threatened to boot member for financial delinquency. Gives her 90 days to overcome hardship. A Florida church sent a delinquency notice to a new member, reminding her that worshipers are expected to pay $1,000 in required fees or face possible removal. So I guess this isn't about worshiping the Lord. Candace Pedersen says she started attending the Greater Mount Moriah Primitive Baptist Church. Whew, child. About 6 months ago, after moving into a new home in the Tampa area, but she received a troubling letter last week from the church. The single mother said she received what amounted to a delinquency notice from her new church asking her to contribute $50 per month, along with other assorted fees. Remain a good standing and vote on church matters. So if I don't get the money, you said I'm gonna be booted. So what if I say I don't want to pay? I just can't come into church if I don't pay for a church? Heck, even in Charmed season 1, when Piper found out she was a witch, she even went to church. She was like, well, can I go? Am I gonna get a kind of thing going on? And it was free for her to walk into church. And I didn't hear anyone mention about any fees. So let's continue. And yes, Charmed is my #1 show. Okay, season 8 was trash. Season 7 was borderline trash, but 1 through 6. Season 3, okay, all me. Anyways, the predominantly black church, which has operated for more than a century, asked her to pay a yearly $250 anniversary fee and another $150 for a Mount Moriah Day. Y'all, my glasses on? No, okay. Amounting to $1,000. Now you may say, okay, that's only $400. Yes, but there's other fees, not including the little tithes that you give. Some of which would be set aside to pay off church debt. What kind of debt does a church have if you're tax exempt? That's something I don't get personally. What church charges you to help pay off what they're going through is what she said. I'm not there for that. The letter from Assistant Administrator Ladrida Spencer and Pastor B.R. Fulton Jr. also reminded Pedersen that children, including her 11-year-old daughter, were expected to pay $5 a month charge to the church in addition to the 2 annual $15 fees. So somehow you loaned money to Ray Ray and Pookie. You're doing some illicit activities. You ain't bringing in enough money. Now a holy church goer, tries to go there just to get the spirit. And then now you charging me? The letter notified her, who said she had been unaware of the required contribution. The member fell into delinquency if they failed to make payments for 3 months or more. Before we go to the comments, I have another video I'm going to go ahead and play right now.
So I just found out quite a few churches in Florida are demanding your income before you join their church so they can make sure you tithe properly. So they can make sure you tithe the proper 10%. So before you join the church, you have to show them your check stubs and your pay stubs and let them know how much you're making annually so they can make sure you're not lying about this 10% that you got to come up out that pocket every month to go to their church. Y'all make it easy to not go to church. Do the people in the church not know about inflation? I'm sure God know about these bills. I can't pay for groceries and tithe. I can't pay for the car note and give offering. Like one of these gotta not happen. And guess which one it is? I went to a church a while ago in Orlando out here, a huge church, the biggest church in Orlando. You know exactly which one I'm talking about if you've been to Orlando. It had 2 preachers talk about tithe and 1 talk about offering. And basically, they just got up there to say that if you do not tithe, then you will not receive the blessing of his word. So everything that he said, I guess him speaking to the church was him blessing the church, and you will not receive the blessing of Sunday's word if you do not tithe. This came out of a pastor's mouth. Biggest church in Orlando. Just to let you know. I'm not gonna say the name. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, but not only were they that serious about tithing and offering, they also sold DVDs and sweaters and books and Bibles and all kinds of merchandise. God don't need gold ceilings and colorful windows to talk to me. That's for you.
And that's the thing. You got the churches over here charging people all this money, looking to see your income. You're kidding. Y'all. Anyways, someone went and said, back to this one, someone went and said, pay the gold membership and it's a guaranteed spot and have on too. Okay. They move like a business. They need to be taxed as one. Yes. Okay. If I get taxed for anything I sell, and it's me who's getting taxed for working, period, you need to get taxed. We got small businesses out here making some good, decent money. They're not okay, but they're making some decent money. You need to get taxed too. They're working hard. They're doing all this other stuff. Okay. You have medium-sized businesses or small businesses. You got people, influencers making all this good money. Okay. They getting taxed. You doing this. You operating as a business. So you should thus get taxed as well. Right? Churches get grants as non-profit organizations and tax cuts. We ain't gonna pay a thing. Okay. Screw that church is what this person says. I'm Christian, but way too many churches are full of scams. I pray, and I need I don't need a pastor running my pockets. Okay. They going right to, you know what? And that's the thing in regards to me. This is why some people ain't going. It's too many hypocrisies going on, too many contradictions, too many scams happening. Have you ever swallowed?
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
He said, have you been swallowed up? Swallowed.
come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would have been, I would have been, I would have been, I would have been, I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you were at your wit's end? That is my point of view.
I said, y'all, the jokes write themselves. They really do. I mean, what are we doing? When did it become this scheme? When did it become this kind of scam where it's like, oh, well, let's try to get as much money as we can out of all these people. And then I'm not seeing any black-owned businesses in the area besides that church. Ooh. Ooh. The bodegas, the gas stations, nail salons, Chinese restaurants. Hello? Oh. Okay.